Hi, I'm Claire and this is my Booktubeathon TBR. Booktubeathon is a readathon that is based here on Booktube. It was created and is still organized by Ariel over at Ariel Bissett, and I will leave a link to her Booktubeathon 2016 video in the description down below. Now, if you've been on this channel for a while, you probably know that I'm kind of terrible at readathons. I always try and pick out a TBR to kind of motivate myself to participate, but I generally tend to not do so well with them. The reason I wanted to enter Booktubeathon this time around specifically is that I am only a tiny bit of the way through Half-Blood Prince and I need to finish my Harry Potter reread before Thursday, when me and my friends are going to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child in the theatre in London. I already know that I'm reading about a book and a half or a book and 3/4 before Thursday, so I've got a pile of books selected and I'm going to be doing most of the challenges, but I'm not going to be doing videos for each of them. Speaking of, the first challenge of Booktubeathon is to read a book with yellow on the cover. And for this I'm going to be finishing the audiobook of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. This has a lot of yellow flamey goodness on the UK cover. Like I said, I'm already reading this, but I'm not too far along, so I think I'm going to still count it as a full book. For this Booktubeathon, I probably will be counting books that I finished this week, not necessarily books that I read completely this week, because I've got about 4 things on the go at the moment and I really want to kind of clear the decks so that next week I can read brand new exciting things. The second challenge is to read something exclusively after sunset, and for this one, like many other people here on Booktube, I have gone for a comic book, and it is Run, Love, Kill Volume 1. This is an Image comic and it is by John Tsui, Eric Kaniti and Leonardo Olea. I don't really know what this is about, but it looked really cool, and I'm sorry about the reflection from my lights. I also really like the art style in this one, so I thought I'd give it a go this week. This was absolutely an impulse purchase, so we'll have to see how it goes. Challenge number 3 is to read something we've discovered through Booktube, and for this I'm going to go with Giant Days Volume 2. This is by John Allison, Lisa Treyman and Max Sarin, and I discovered Volume 1 through Booktube. This is a slice of life university story about 3 girls who are roommates and kind of what their life is like at university. I'll be kind of paging through book 1 again to remind myself what's been going on, and then reading Volume 2. Challenge number 4 is to read something by one of our favourite authors, and so for this one I'm going with, no surprise, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I just need to finish this Harry Potter reread before Thursday, so I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of this, which I have out from my local library via Overdrive. Challenge number 5 is to read a book that is older than you, and for this I'm going to be reading A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. This is non-fiction. It's an essay about how to be creative whilst a woman and the effects of poverty and being unmarried at the time when you are a woman and trying to create things. I originally got this because the feminist book club, the Feminist Orchestra, which is run by Jean from Bookish Thoughts, was reading this I think last month or a couple of months ago, and I bought it totally intending to read it for the book club, and I did not read it in time, but I definitely still want to read it, and it's quite short, so it should be a good one for the readathon. I'm going to pop it in my bag and kind of read it on the train, I think, because it's one of those that I might want to read a few pages and then think about it and stuff like that. So I think that for me qualifies as something that's quite good to read on the move. Challenge number 6 is to read a book and then watch the movie adaptation of it. And for this one I really did not have any ideas of what to read. I have just started watching Orange is the New Black and I'm really enjoying it, so I definitely want to read the book that it's based off of at some point, but I don't want to read it this week because I'm only like 4 or 5 episodes into the show, into the first season, so I definitely want to see what's out of the show right now and kind of get myself caught up and up to date with the TV show before I start reading the book. Just you know, spoilers, and if there's a lot of diverging storylines, just keeping them more separate in my head, and I think I'll just enjoy it more that way. So I'm skipping that challenge. I'll come back to it later. The final challenge is to read 7 books this week, and since I'm not doing challenge 6, booktube movie 1, I've only got 5 on my list at the moment, so I'm going to be finishing the 2 books that I'm currently reading right now that are separate from the Harry Potter books, and so that way hopefully by the end of the week I will have a clean slate and I can start reading a whole bunch of new things. So my current non-Harry Potter audiobook is Stiff by Mary Roach. This is a non-fiction book about death and dead bodies and cadavers, and I'm really enjoying it because it is fascinating. It's not a subject that I know a lot about at all, except for maybe watching an unhealthy amount of the TV show Bones. It's a fascinating topic. It's got a great narrative voice. I'm really enjoying it. I just have to time it quite specifically so that I don't listen to it on my lunch break, because I did not plan ahead the first time that I was listening to it, and then I ended up trying to eat a sandwich whilst she was talking to me about dead bodies, and I had to kind of pause the book and then wait a little bit before I could eat. And the final book that I'm going to try and finish this week is my current ebook, which is False Hearts by Laurel Lamb. I've got an e-copy of this one from NetGalley for review, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm only about 30% of the way through. I was really enjoying reading it, but I just had to kind of put it to the side for a little bit so I could finish all the Harry Potter books in the time before the play, but I will be very glad to go back to it because there's a bit of a mystery and I really want to know what's at the bottom of it all. So that's it. That is my tentative TBR for the Booktubeathon. Knowing me, I probably won't manage to read all 7 of those, but I'll give it a good try, and let me know in the comments below if you're reading any of those. I know a bunch of other people are doing Harry Potter rereads at the moment. If you've done your own Booktubeathon TBR video, let me know in the comments below because I really enjoy watching those. If you'd like to see more from me, you can check the sidebar right here for more videos, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button for more videos from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.